If you're gonna run in Texas, you can't be a liberal man, 'cause liberal thought is not the spirit of a Lone Star man. You gotta be tough as Texas and honest about your plans. If you're gonna run in Texas, you can't be a liberal man.
Stories, liberal Robert wanted to fit in, so he changed his name to Beto and hit it with a grin. Beto wants those open borders and he wants to take our guns. Not a chance on earth he'll get a vote from millions of Texans.
But as you say, you'd have to win points at some point in California and New York as well. But the ad, you go after Beto for his name. Beto is obviously a nickname. Why? One, you didn't like that dirty pool when you were running for president and the president called you Lion Ted. You didn't like that kind of tactic. And, look, your name is Raphael. You go by Ted. Your middle name is Edward. That's an anglicized version of it. He went the other way and has a more ethnic version of his name. Why go after it? You're both doing the same thing.
Well, listen, you're absolutely right. My name is Raphael Edward Cruz. In terms of the jingle, some of it is just have a sense of humor. I mean, you actually miss the title of the song, which is, if you're going to run in Texas, you can't run as a liberal man. And the whole point of the song is...
That's a catchy title, by the way, Senator.
We had to... we had some fun with it. Because, listen, Texans, there is a common sense, conservative practicality.
This may be the best song ever.
Texans, we understand low taxes, low rates.
I was stuck in D.C. in this limbo. You were stuck here wondering, what the fuck are these guys doing in Washington, D.C.? Fuck that, they just keep moving on. I really fucked up. I gotta speak out of my chair. And I really... Come on back. Right? That's all I want to do is play air drums for the Who.
Does Beto O'Rourke think refusing to stand for the national anthem is disrespectful?
No, I don't think it's disrespectful. And I can think of nothing more American than to peacefully stand up or take a knee.
Texan Tim Lee stepped on a landmine in Vietnam.
I gave 2 legs to this country. I'm not able to stand, but I sure expect you to stand for me when that national anthem is being played.
In November, where will you stand?
We believe survivors! We believe survivors! We believe survivors! We believe survivors! Beto is way hotter than you do! We believe survivors! We believe survivors! We believe survivors! God bless you! We believe survivors!
Live from the SMU campus in Dallas.
Welcome to the first Texas Senate debate. I'm Julie Fine from NBC5, along with Gromer Jeffers from the Dallas Morning News. We've asked the audience not to applaud or react during the debate.
That is, except for now, as we welcome the candidates. Republican. Hold on. Republican. Hold on. Republican incumbent Ted Cruz. Representative Beto O'Rourke.
And with that, gentlemen, let's begin. Congressman O'Rourke, you drew the first question, so we're going to start with you because you drew the first question. You said last week, Representative, that you want citizenship for dreamers today, and yet others who have applied to come to America continue to wait. Senator Cruz has said he doesn't support a path to citizenship for dreamers, which means they could be sent back to a country they've never known. Who's right, Representative?
First of all, let me say thank you to NBC5, to the Dallas Morning News, to SMU and the people of Dallas for having us here at this debate tonight. Let me thank Senator Ted Cruz for participating in this. I'm looking forward to the discussion.
Senator Cruz.
Well, good evening and welcome. You know, this issue presents a stark divide between Congressman O'Rourke and me. My views on immigration are simple, and I've summed them up many times in just 4 words. Legal, good. Illegal, bad.
I'm going to have to ask again for the audience to please refrain from reacting and applause, okay? We need to get through a lot of questions here. Senator
There is a right way to come to this country. And granting U.S. citizenship to 12 million people who are here illegally, I think is a serious mistake. I think Congressman O'Rourke is out of step with Texas on that.
Representative?
I'll tell you about being out of step with Texas. Senator Cruz has sponsored legislation that would have this country build a 2,000-mile wall, 30 feet high at a cost of $30 billion. And that wall will not be built on the international border between the United States and Mexico, which is the center line of the Rio Grande. It'll be built on someone's farm, someone's ranch, someone's property, someone's homestead, using the power of eminent domain to take their property at a time of record security.
Let me say something. I have gotten to know police officers all across this state. That is offensive. Just today, Fort Worth is burying Officer Garrett Hall with his wife Sabrina and 2 kids, who was shot in the head risking his life. Here today, Officer Brian Graham, an Arlington SWAT officer, who was shot in the head.
Senator, I'm going to have to stop.
He is here, and every day police officers risk their lives for us. Officer Graham is standing there, his 2 kids. He took a bullet in the head protecting us. And let me say right now, I think it is offensive to call police officers modern-day Jim Crow. That is not Texas.
That's your time, Senator. Please, audience, please. No applause.
What Senator Cruz said is simply untrue. I did not call police officers modern-day Jim Crow.
Representative, that's your time. Thank you.
Senator Cruz, this question is to you. Do you agree that police violence against unarmed African Americans is a problem? And if so, how would you fix it?
I believe everyone's rights should be protected, regardless of your race, regardless of your ethnicity. But I'll tell you something. I've been to too many police funerals. I was here in Dallas when 5 police officers were gunned down because of irresponsible and hateful rhetoric. I was at the funeral in Houston at Second Baptist Church where Deputy Goforth had been shot in the back of the head at a service station because of irresponsible and hateful rhetoric. Just now, Congressman O'Rourke repeated things he knows aren't true. He stated, for example, white police officers are shooting unarmed African-American children. The Washington Post fact-checked that claim and conclude Congressman O'Rourke was wrong. But I'll tell you something, that rhetoric does damage. That rhetoric divides us on race, it inflames hatred. We should be bringing people together instead of suggesting the police are risking their lives to protect all of us, to protect African Americans, to protect Hispanics, and turning people against the police, I think is profoundly... I'm Ted Cruz, and I approve this message.